For many years, humanoid robots have existed mostly as a vision of the future rather than something that affects everyday life. We have seen impressive demonstrations from robotics companies where machines walk, dance, or perform simple tasks. But these demonstrations usually happen in controlled environments like laboratories or technology exhibitions. The robots often look promising, but they also appear experimental, fragile, or unfinished. In most cases, they feel like prototypes that are still many years away from becoming a real part of society. However, 2026 is starting to challenge that assumption. A series of events in China has sparked intense discussions online, with many people wondering if humanoid robots have finally crossed a major boundary between laboratory technology and real-world deployment. The center of this discussion is a Chinese robotics company called Engine AI and their newest humanoid machine known as the Engine AI T800. Unlike many robots designed primarily for factory work or research experiments, the T800 appears to be built with strength, stability, and physical capability as its main priorities. Recently, a video began spreading across social media platforms showing something that immediately caught people's attention. In the footage, a group of special police officers can be seen patrolling a public area in the city of Shenzhen. The environment looks completely normal, with pedestrians walking nearby and officers moving through the crowd as part of their routine duties. But standing right in the middle of this group is something unexpected. Walking alongside the officers is a full-sized humanoid robot. What makes the scene so striking is not just the presence of the robot, but the way it moves. The T800 does not shuffle awkwardly or struggle to maintain balance. Instead, it walks with a smooth and steady rhythm, keeping pace with the officers around it as if it belongs there. Its movements appear deliberate and controlled, showing none of the hesitation that earlier humanoid robots often display. For many viewers, this moment feels surreal because it represents something we have mostly seen in science fiction. Watching a humanoid machine participate in a real-world police patrol forces people to confront the possibility that robots may soon become part of everyday public life. The name of the robot has also contributed to the attention surrounding it. Engine AI chose to call their machine the T800, a name that instantly reminds many people of the famous robot from the film The Terminator. In that movie, the character known as the T800 is a powerful humanoid machine designed for combat and infiltration. While Engine AI's robot is obviously not a fictional killer machine, the reference is strong enough to spark curiosity and even a little unease among viewers. When a robotics company names a real machine after one of the most famous fictional robots ever created, it almost feels like an invitation for people to compare reality with science fiction. Interestingly, the viral police patrol video was not the first time the T800 captured the internet's attention. Just a few weeks earlier, another clip released by Engine AI had already generated widespread debate. In that earlier video, the company's founder and CEO, Xiaotong Yang, decided to demonstrate the physical power of the robot in an unusual way. Wearing heavy protective gear, he stood directly in front of the T800 and allowed the machine to perform a full-force martial arts kick aimed at his torso. The impact was dramatic and immediately knocked him to the ground, leaving viewers shocked that someone would willingly subject themselves to such a demonstration. After recovering from the strike, Jiao Tongyang explained why he chose to perform such a risky test. When Engine AI first released promotional footage showing the T800 executing complex martial arts movements, many people online accused the company of using computer-generated imagery or special effects to exaggerate the robot's capabilities. Instead of arguing with critics, the CEO decided to prove that the robot's movements were real by letting it demonstrate its strength directly on him. According to his own comments after the demonstration, the force of the kick was much stronger than he expected, and he even admitted that without protective gear, a person could easily suffer serious injury. What impressed engineers even more than the power of the strike was the robot's ability to maintain balance immediately afterward. After delivering the kick, the T-800 did not wobble or fall. Its balance control system corrected its posture almost instantly, bringing the robot back into a stable stance within a fraction of a second. This type of real-time stability is extremely difficult to achieve in humanoid robotics because the machine must constantly adjust its weight distribution while performing dynamic movements. The fact that the T-800 could deliver a powerful strike and remain perfectly balanced afterward demonstrated a level of coordination that researchers have been trying to achieve for many years. When the police patrol video appeared shortly after this demonstration, the connection between the two events became impossible to ignore. The same robot that had just shown its ability to deliver powerful martial arts strikes was now being seen walking calmly alongside real law enforcement officers in one of China's largest cities. For some observers, this suggested that Engine AI was trying to show how their technology might eventually assist with public safety tasks. A robot that can maintain balance, move quickly, and physically restrain individuals could potentially be useful in situations where human officers face danger or physical strain. However, the presence of a humanoid robot in a policing context also raises important questions about the future of robotics in society. Many people feel excited about the possibility that machines could help protect communities or respond to dangerous situations without risking human lives. At the same time, others worry about the idea of robots participating in law enforcement activities, especially if those robots have the physical strength to overpower humans. The debate quickly spread across social media platforms, with some viewers praising the technological achievement, while others expressed concern about how such machines might be used in the future. While the patrol video was already enough to spark global discussion, Engine AI soon made another announcement that surprised even more people in the robotics community. On February 9th, the company revealed plans to launch what they call the world's first commercial humanoid robot combat league. This concept goes far beyond the small, remote-controlled machines that many viewers remember from television competitions like BattleBots. Instead of small robots built for entertainment, this new league would feature full-sized humanoid machines weighing around 165 pounds, designed to compete against each other in controlled combat matches. The idea of humanoid robots fighting in a ring might sound like pure entertainment at first, but Engine AI has a deeper purpose behind the project. The company plans to invite 16 different teams from universities, robotics laboratories, and technology startups to participate in the competition. Each team will receive a T-800 robot to train and prepare for the matches. Rather than focusing solely on winning a championship trophy, the real goal of the competition is to gather massive amounts of data about how the robots perform under extreme physical stress. From a technological perspective, this strategy is extremely clever. Traditional robotics testing often takes place in controlled laboratory conditions, where engineers carefully design experiments to avoid damaging expensive equipment. By creating a competitive league, Engine AI encourages teams from around the world to push the robots far beyond what a single company might attempt in its own testing facilities. This approach effectively turns the competition into a global research project, where dozens of engineers experiment with strategies, training techniques, and software improvements that can all contribute to the evolution of the platform. Another surprising element of the league is the reward structure. The championship prize is reported to be a solid gold belt weighing approximately 10 kilograms and valued at around $1.4 million. While this reward certainly adds excitement to the competition, it also serves as a powerful incentive for teams to invest time and creativity into developing the most capable robot fighters possible. The result is an environment where innovation happens rapidly because every participant is motivated to improve performance and reliability. Another important aspect of the Combat League is how much autonomy the robots will have during matches. While human teams will design strategies, train the systems, and prepare their robots beforehand, the machines themselves must react in real time once the fight begins. This means the robot's internal artificial intelligence will control balance adjustments, striking movements, and recovery decisions without direct remote control. In other words, the humans act like coaches, but the robot is the one actually fighting. This approach pushes the boundaries of robotics because it requires machines to make rapid physical decisions based on constantly changing situations. A robot must recognize when it is about to fall, shift its weight, reposition its limbs, and maintain stability, all within fractions of a second. The rules of the competition are designed to mimic professional combat sports while still keeping safety and engineering goals in mind. Each match consists of 3 rounds, and victory can be achieved in several ways. If a robot is knocked down and cannot stand up within 10 seconds, it counts as a knockout. If the machine suffers repeated technical failures that require human operators to reset it multiple times, the match may be declared a technical knockout. These rules encourage teams to design robots that are not only powerful, but also durable and reliable. A robot that can deliver strong strikes but cannot maintain balance after impact would quickly lose in this environment. This type of testing environment produces a massive amount of valuable information for robotics engineers. Every movement generates sensor readings about joint stress, motor performance, balance correction, and environmental interaction. When robots collide, their systems record how the structure absorbs shock and how quickly the control algorithms recover from disruption. All of this information feeds back into the design process, helping engineers improve both hardware and software. Over time, these improvements can lead to machines that are stronger, faster, and more adaptable than anything currently available. From Engine AI's perspective, the Combat League is not just about entertainment or publicity. It is part of a larger strategy to accelerate development. Robotics companies often face a difficult challenge when testing new machines because real-world conditions are unpredictable and sometimes dangerous. By creating a controlled environment where robots are intentionally pushed to their limits, the company can gather data much faster than it would through traditional testing. In many ways, the Combat League functions like a giant experimental laboratory, where dozens of research teams are working simultaneously to discover the best ways to improve humanoid robotics. When you combine this strategy with the earlier police patrol demonstration, a clear pattern begins to emerge. Engine AI appears to be building an entire ecosystem around its humanoid robot platform. The public patrol videos demonstrate that the robot can operate outside of laboratories and interact with real environments. The Combat League, on the other hand, pushes the robot's physical capabilities to extreme levels in order to strengthen its design. Together, these two approaches create a feedback loop where real-world exposure and intense testing continuously improve the technology. This approach is also happening at a time when the entire humanoid robotics industry is moving forward at an astonishing pace. Only a few years ago, many robots struggled simply to walk without falling. Researchers spent decades trying to perfect the balance systems required for bipedal movement. Today, however, many humanoid machines can run, jump, and perform surprisingly complex physical actions. Several robotics companies around the world are competing to build the most capable machines, and each year brings new demonstrations that would have seemed impossible not long ago. One company that has attracted significant attention is Tesla, which has been developing its humanoid robot project known as Tesla Optimus. The goal of that project is to create a machine capable of performing repetitive tasks in factories and warehouses. Another rapidly growing player in the field is Unitree Robotics, a Chinese robotics company that has become well known for producing highly agile machines. Their humanoid platform, called the Unitree G1, has recently gained attention for its impressive coordination and athletic ability. In fact, one of the most dramatic demonstrations of humanoid robotics occurred during the famous Chinese television event known as the CCTV Spring Festival Gala. This annual broadcast reaches an audience of more than 1 billion viewers, making it one of the most widely watched television programs in the world. During the 2026 show, dozens of Unitree G1 robots appeared on stage and performed a synchronized martial arts routine alongside human performers. The machines executed movements inspired by traditional techniques such as spinning strikes, staff handling, and complex footwork patterns. What made the performance remarkable was not simply that robots could perform these movements, but that they did so smoothly and without visible errors in front of a massive live audience. Martial arts routines require precise timing, coordinated weight shifts, and careful control of momentum. Even human practitioners spend years learning to perform these movements correctly. The fact that multiple robots could execute the routine simultaneously without falling demonstrated how far robotics control systems have advanced in a very short period of time. Events like these show that humanoid robots are quickly moving beyond simple demonstrations and into more sophisticated forms of interaction with the world. Engineers are developing machines that can navigate complex environments, manipulate objects, and coordinate their actions with other robots or humans. As these systems become more capable, new applications begin to appear. They are stepping onto real streets, appearing on global television broadcasts, and entering competitive arenas designed to push their abilities to the limit. Whether we feel excited or cautious about these developments, it is clear that the age of humanoid robotics is no longer a distant concept. It has already begun.